one of the things I get asked quite regularly by new people, new guys in the industry, is what's the best service program to use when servicing pools, carrying out repairs, etc. There's a number of programs out there. You know, you've got things like ServiceMate, Pool Tracker, WMS, I think it's called. You've got Buffer Zone. And that's just to name a few in Australia. Some guys will just use their software, their invoicing software or accounting software like Xero or MyOp. And they'll attach photos and type in the water test results that way. Look, I've been around a few of those programs over the years. I've tried, maybe I won't mention them. But basically the difference is, you take some service programs like ServiceMate, right? ServiceMate has a fantastic system where you can schedule your clients, your one-off clients, your regular clients, the frequency. It's got booking reminders, it's got navigation, it's got invoice reminders when clients haven't paid their bills. It's got navigation features, as I probably mentioned already. The only thing it sort of lacks for the pool industry is a water chemistry component to it where it can sync to your water spin touch machine. I did some research recently and they've implemented some forms where you can actually, I haven't tried it, but you can apparently download these forms and add them to your jobs and type in the results, and apparently it gives you recommendations. I don't know, I can't comment more on that because I haven't tried it. But it doesn't look like it syncs to the spin touch or the water testing machine, which is something that's crucial, I believe, in the pool service industry, because every minute counts, seconds count throughout your days when you're trying to get a large number of jobs done throughout the day and be productive. And not rushing, but production, right? You got to be productive, not rushing. There's a huge difference. Quality over quantity, massive believer in that. Then you come to things like Pool Tracker. So Pool Tracker has an inbuilt water testing feature along with Buffer Zone, WMS, and it does sync to your spin touch. Now, it does give you recommendations on certain products. Depending on the brand you use and the products you use, you can adjust in the settings as to what particular brand you prefer or products you prefer to treat certain situations. However, in my experience, these aren't always accurate. There's going to be 200-300 mils here or there that isn't right. A couple of 100 grams that you prefer more than what it's recommending. So what I say to my guys is every program's different. What you need to do before you start using and relying on these programs is to know your chemistry, know what your dosage rates are, and learn off the app, learn off these devices and these recommendation systems before you start using them, because you'll be able to adjust them knowing what you know in your brain, not what a machines or systems are telling you. I could be wrong. Look, I've been servicing now 10 years, coming on 10 years, and I've always used the recommendations, but always adjust slightly to what I know best and what has worked for me in the past. Every pool guy across the country and probably across the world will treat things differently. They'll have their own little formulas, their own little ways of doing things like green pool treatments. You might be lucky to find 2 or 3 guys that do the exact same treatment, the exact same process, the exact same dosages. It all comes down to learning and experience. So back to the original reason for the conversation is there are systems out there. They're great. Every system has its own little perks. Some systems have a lot of downfalls too, so not every system's perfect. Mobile reception is paramount when it comes to these systems. If you don't have the slightest bit of mobile phone service or however you're connecting, invoices won't be sent, job photos won't be saved. It becomes an absolute administration nightmare. If I was, had the knowledge and the way how to design an app based on all the systems that I use, I think I could probably come up with a solution, but I'm just not that way inclined. I stick with what I know and love. So yeah, look, the easiest way to look at it is navigation maps, right? You have Google, Waze, Apple Maps. I'm sure there's 500 different other ones out there these days that work on how you navigate to and from places. Pool scheduling and water testing software is very similar. They all have their pros and cons, and they're not all going to be suited to everyone. So that's something that I try and teach people is, look, at the end of the day, try a couple of different ones. The administration process in the back end of these systems, and just check with the person who's developed the program that if you decide to leave, that you're not locked into a contract and that you can extract your data, because they should not be allowed to own your data, because that's just wrong. And I'm sure there's laws in place for that. But you should be able to have the opportunity to extract your data, and then the company that you're choosing to go with next should be able to assist you. They may charge you a small fee, but they should be able to assist you in importing your data. I think I have heard some stories in the past where people have lost some data. I've heard stories where people have lost photos. But if you can get your main water testing history, which is really crucial, I'm happy to talk about that in another video, why that's important. But yeah, that's water testing systems, water testing apps, very, very small. That's just based on my experience. Don't come at me that I've got something wrong. It's just basically what I've learned and what I've experienced and used over the years. And that's how I approach it with my team. Thanks for watching and enjoy your day.